This is Kim Meyer, host of Choose to Rise. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I am a passionate pediatric nurse practitioner and fired up health and happiness coach here to deliver a message to you. This podcast is meant to provide a hope and a dream that fuels your soul to dream big and to dream bold and to inspire and empower you to live out your wildest freaking dreams and to grab a hold onto the unwavering truth that you were made for more. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Your Life Matters podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mariah White, and I'm so excited that you're here. It is officially 2021. We are in the new year, and I hope that you took a rest. I hope you took a break. I know that the last 2 weeks we haven't had an episode, and that was for two reasons. One, I wanted you to take time to enjoy with your family, with your friends, if they were within your COVID bubble, and to just feel a sense of reflection. The last episode we talked where I was just like, reflect on the things, find the silver lining in the 2020 year. And I wanted to let that resonate and stem within you. And then I wanted to go into the new year with a bang. And that's exactly what we're doing. So it is literally January 5th, 2021. We are on the horizon of a new fresh start, and we're all gearing for, a great new year and to be something that is somewhat very different from some people's perspective of what 2020 was in our life. And I can't say that I don't disagree or that I do agree. I'm just going to say, listen to this episode in its entirety and figure out where you are. Are you that person that is super pumped, super excited about this fresh start, ready to take on the world? Are you the person that I'm hoping that you'll become? And this is what I mean by that. I'm so happy it's a fresh start. I'm so happy that it is 2021. But friends, it's not about the start. It's about the finish. Because if I'm honest, at the finish line of 2020, a lot of us had to probably have some gut checks. But then when you woke up for that fresh start on January 1st, I promise you still had to walk outside and wear a mask. I promise you COVID was still around. You probably ate a lot of healthy food. I'm kidding. Unhealthy foods that made you feel like bloated and not good and just kind of in this place of like, man, I need to get back on track. Hello, I'm here too. I was exactly in the same place. So here I am coming to you, and I'm just putting it out there. The way that you finish 2020 is a direct reflection of your grit, your tenacity, your relentlessness, your resiliency. And I'm going to say that with all love, because truly, truly listen. At the beginning of 2020, weren't you all like, oh my God, it's 2020. We're going to put on our 2020 vision and we're going to have this awesome focus. It's going to be the year of like everything's so aligned. And you got to the point where it was March, right? It wasn't even halfway through the year. It was March when you got kicked and you were like, what just happened? I'm in lockdown, I'm in this, and I'm in that. Now, we don't need to rehash 2020. We all lived through it, right? But what I want you to say is there were multiple times in your mind, not just when I was telling you, but in your mind that you realized that this is what it is and we're going to have to pivot. This is what it is and you're going to have to pivot. But listen to me. If you by chance didn't pivot, if you didn't finish the year so strong and pivot after about May, June, you probably are in this place where you're like, no, I really want this to be a fresh start. Now, I am empowering both sides. I want you to feel like this is a fresh start. I want you to feel good about what you're going into. But friend, I also need you to finish strong. This is one chapter out of 12 of the 2021 year. And you have to show up consistently for all 12 chapters, just like you have to show up for all the chapters of your life. So although you're excited about the fresh start, all you really did was just open up a brand new chapter. Now, it's the 5th. You open up a brand new chapter, you're in about page 5 within that chapter, and you're trying to figure out, what do I need to accomplish? What do I need to do? But the biggest thing is I need you to look within yourself, because it's still early in the year, and figure out the goals, figure out your dreams, figure out your vision. But the only way that you can figure those 3 things out is if you figure out who you are and who you want to be. Do you want to be the person that people see as courageous, strong, confident, empowering, inspiring? Do you want to be brave? Do you want to be disciplined? Do you want to be consistent? Do you want to be reliable? There are all these different verbs that you can use on how you want to show up, not just for you, but be seen to the world as that. Because if you know who you are and know who you want to be, you're in a direct alignment with what your goals are, and you should be picking and choosing your goals based on who you are. And the reason why I say that is, you were made for hard things. We talk about that all the time. You're strong, you're capable, you're able. But if this year, and I'll use me as an example, the year of 2020 was the year of what I called unshakable. I had this unshakable belief. I was going to be relentless. I was going to fight all that I could, tooth and nail, to get to the dreams that I wanted. I was unshakable. And that was the year that I lost my job. COVID took multiple contracts away. I was home for 7 months. I grew my business. I did all of these things because I had this unshakable belief that I could do it. And although it was difficult, although it was hard, it was what I needed. I needed to show up being unshakable, confident, competent, capable, able, and passionate as all heck. That's the Mariah I needed to be. And as I was sitting and reflecting on 2020, the word that kept popping up to me, I wanted it to be like fearless or fierce or firecracker or relentless or resilient. And there's a time and a place for those. But today, the thing that kept popping into my head and my heart was harmony. I want to be emotionally intelligent. I want to be compassionate. I want to be empathetic, sympathetic. I want to be intuitive. I want to be confident. I want to be calm-mannered. I want to be centered, purposeful, passionate, balanced. That's who I am, and that's who I'm going to be. So my goals, my vision is going to directly reflect that. So being present with my kids, having no phone intentional Sundays where I literally don't pick up my phone. I don't post on social media. I don't do anything. I just hang out with my kids and my fiance. By being intentional and emotionally intelligent with my team, the women and men that I lead in Team Bold and Beautiful, to help guide them to live the best life that they could possibly have. I want to be competent and confident and capable with them. But it all stems from who I am. I was able to really, truly achieve something remarkable with my team. We became the first fully diverse, top elite team within the company that I have partnered with, Beachbody. That's something that I don't say to brag and boast about. It's something to say that I'm proud of, because I sat on a call with my team and we were shouting them out. We were celebrating. We all got dressed up. We were drinking wine, beer, whatever. And my team literally just said, my faith was restored in humanity because of this team and your leadership. And that to me was that, Mariah, you showed up unshakable, even in the midst of systemic racism being exploited, even in the midst when hundreds of people on your team quit, even in the midst when some of your best friends that walked so much life with you turned their back. You showed up unshakable. And the response was, because of you and your leadership of the team, this team restored my faith back in humanity. And not just once, it was said multiple times. And I mean ugly cry. It was horrible, but I felt so good. So what do I mean by sharing all of this is because now as we go into this quote unquote fresh start, yes, I want you to be happy. Yes, I want you to find a word that will help you remember and to be reliable for you when you feel like you're getting off track. For me, it's going to be harmony. What's yours? And then once you gather it, figure out who you are and who you want to be to directly reflect what that word means. And then the last point I'm going to get at is the nitty-gritty. Do not be that person that shows up on January 1st ready to go in a fitness program, ready to go on a nutrition program, and then by February 16th, you're the one canceling your gym membership because it quote-unquote didn't work. It's not that it didn't work. It's that you got tired of putting in the work. It's not that it didn't work. You just got tired of showing up to something that you were seeing delayed gratification for. It's not that it didn't work. You just got lazy. And that's the difference between the start and finishing strong. It's not about the start, guys. Every start, reset, every month, every year, every day is a fresh start. But you have to be willing to show up the entire day, the entire week, entire month, the entire year, and for your entire life. Because at the end of the day, you're going to sit down and say, I lived my best life. I did what I needed to do. I became who I wanted to be. I left my mark on society. I made an impact, and I feel good about leaving this earth the way that I left it. That's a matter of finishing strong. So don't wait just because it's hard. Don't stop just because you get discouraged. Don't quit just because it seems like it's so hard to get to and it's going to be so far away. I'm telling you, if you continue to show up for yourself the way that I have shared with you over the last going on 4 years and how I've shown you for 5 years to just continue to show up for yourself, continue to do amazing things. Continue to show up day in and day out, not just for your day one, not just for your fresh start, but for day 365, for year 46, for year 106. Because if you realize that it's no longer about the start and it's about the finish, you'll finish your years stronger. You'll achieve those goals. You'll reach for those dreams. And that, my friends, is where you find the magic. So I hope that you took something away from this incredible podcast. And I also want you to know that one of the visions that I have for you at the Your Life Matters podcast community and this podcast is that we become a top 50 podcast, that we have over 1 million listenership of these podcast episodes. I want to share this with the world. And I'm asking you to do the same. And the way that you do that is by sharing it. Take a screenshot, put it on your social media, tag me. The way that you do that is leave a rating and a review. Share it with a friend. Send the link. Do these things because that's how podcasts grow and they thrive and they come to be top podcasts in the podcast world. So friends, just know that I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful that you're here. I love keeping these episodes short, quick, simple, to the point, so that they can provide you tangible things that you can implement right away, tangible things that you can think about. And today I want you to think about your word for the year, who you are and who you want to be, and then how you are going to not just be happy about the fresh start, but how to finish throughout the entire year and finish strong. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Your Life Matters podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here. I just ask that you share this episode with somebody. I ask you to just share it and give it to somebody who could potentially need to hear this message. I really am on a mission to help hundreds of thousands of people to believe that their mess is their message and that their story really does matter and that above all, their life matters. I'm so grateful that you're here. I want you to share this episode. And then on top of that, if you could please leave a rating or a review or both. Let me know what speaks to you. Let me know what you need to hear. Let me know what you've connected with, because that's going to be the best way that I can make sure that I'm giving you guys exactly what you need. I love you guys with all my heart. I'm so grateful for you, and I want you to know the difference and the impact you guys make in my life. I love seeing your messages. I love seeing when you guys private message me or screenshot it and share it on Instagram or Facebook, because it lets me know that this podcast is doing exactly what it was meant to do. And it's to make sure that there's an impact being made and to help remind you and everyone else that your life matters.